and how they played. But for the side of EVOSSG, it's going to be a lot of macro play once again. Uranus versus the Roger. We've seen it in the previous series. It did not work. 100% of the time that Uranus went against the Roger, it lost.
Well, it's time to get into the land of Dawn to really test it, whether or not it's going to be worth the risk. It's going to be EVOSSG on the blue side with BTK on the red once again. It's going to be a slow roll game here, knowing how EVOSSG plays, but let's see if BTK can crack them open again.
Yeah, what BTK needs to do right now with Shark on the Lolita is look for these early pickoffs, right? Early fights on the board. Maybe go for the little Wanderer as well as Potato. This is one thing that I am concerned about. Potato on the Karina. We saw how lethal he was, and again, just that early control will be 100% for EVOSSG. But wait a minute.
He's already on the roll, but so far, Potato's the one who blocks the shots for the open fire. Things are looking good, but then there you have it. We're seeing that, you know, Gear not exactly taking level 1, not willing to sacrifice HP just yet until he hits level 2. So a good play coming in for BTK.
No. Victor actually celebrated when they got the Cho. If you saw that camera, he's pretty happy with this because it is really the composition that they want to have. And so far, they are being aggressive in the bottom lane.
Oh, talk about sidesteps coming in from Adamir.
Not just from Adamir. Honestly, this has been the trend for EVOSSG ever since that second game. It feels like even Gear has just been juking every one of those sniper shots.
It's got to be a little frustrating because that's a lot of big damage that Fried Chicken is missing out on. But so far, Mobazane going to be attacking Gear so far. Lycan form already out with Lycan Pounds coming in soon. No, he's not going to commit to it.
Victor actually held out. He had the flicker. Could have used the flicker, but he didn't have the Way of the Dragon yet. So maybe that's a decision why. Want to play it passively? For now, as BTK actually will go for the Scaled Lizard play. This is what they did in game number 2. Game number 1, it was game number 2 with the Barretts, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they were punished for it. Now, this time, they would just want to go to the turtle.
Yeah,
Great for BTK. They want to try to force fights onto the neutral objective. This is the only way they can bait EVOSSG to walk out of their own base. And surely enough, it is working right now.
Oh, let's see how far they can go with this, because now this is going to be the first contestation. We're not seeing any other rotations with Victor. He's coming on in. He wants to get into towards that backline, and yep, EVOSSG just going to have to back away. No priority over the lane means no contestation game.
Wonderful play coming up from BTK as they utilized Zia as well. Nice way to check the bush so that the aggression coming up from EVOSSG will not come through. And eventually, EVOSSG just had to concede the turtle. BTK still going and checking off their, taking off their check boxes as they want to play aggressively with this Roger.
Yep, speaking of aggressive, Gear is just winning out his trades against Victor, which is good because this is probably going to force him back, but he kicks Gear right under the turret here. He's taking so much damage, man, just to get out just in time as Potato says hello. Luckily, Victor playing that well, flickering out just in time.
Well done.
You can see the tank emblem finally showing why it's so worth it, but look at this fight.
Initial dive coming on towards the bottom side here. Shark blocking a lot of that damage. Gets pulled back under the turret once again, but Adamir already using his ultimate. Sayla, is he going to drop down the real world manipulation? Do they know he's in the brush? JPL's going to open it up. Here we go. Real world manipulation should be coming on out, but it's going to be Wesker that blows him up first. They find the first initial kill. If they get rid of Fried Chicken, it's going to be up in terms of gold. Double kill coming out of Sayla. Good decisions being made by Fried Chicken, though.
Good decisions made by JPL there. He went in knowing full well that they have backup. It doesn't matter if he dies. Sure, the shotgun was able to take him down, but now, oh my god, Mobazane taking all of that turret gold in that mid lane.
Wow.
Pitching the gold lead again.
I really love that decision coming up from BTK. Yes, they did lose out in the battle on the bottom lane, but that also meant that Sayla, the mid laner, will go to the bottom lane. That meant that BTK will get 3 outer turret energy shields in this part of the map. Then the trade-off was just a half outer turret energy shields in the bottom lane. So far, they have taken the lead because of that mini move, and the way that they managed that deficit was really wonderfully done coming up from BTK.
Speaking of mini moves, BTK going to be making the money moves here down as they try to start taking away and stripping away the energy shields from bottom side. The rest of EVOSSG slowly moving up here. They're going to take the bottom tier 1, but JPL, he's already finding out defended on the 3 targets. Lumina Blast lands on no one, but Fine Chicken's already down, and Potato looking to start shredding through the members of BTK one by one. He's finds here next. Calamity Reaper's already bought. Mobazane's on the run. Sayla, real world manipulation, only can get so much here.
Really good moves from BTK, honestly. I'm not going to lie. That was amazing. The fact that they are able to play for the winning lanes. Again, like I mentioned in the second game, White Chicken on this Beatrix should win early on against that Brody. He only wins in all-ins. If you just come in and zone this Brody, it is going to be a free turret, especially considering that how fast Beatrix takes turrets. That is the winning condition for this team, and they get it. Even though they lose out in the gold, if they were able to get the turret down.
The lack of outer turret and shields, the bottom lane will be pushed easily by EVOSSG, but the trade-off for BTK will be the turtle. And some damage up top. Maybe they'll get a kill or 2, as EVOSSG looks like they want to fight this one.
Well, speaking of fight, JPL finding 2. He gets the taunt initially.
Oh,
White Chicken. Oh my goodness, Potato is going to get hit. He could be going down here, but they find the kill from White Chicken's side. Nicely played his gear. That's going to be the next up fall as Mobazane runs him down. JPL and Adamir having another engagement on towards the time, but here comes the real world manipulation. Back, but can they kill Zia? No, Zia has done more than enough. Top side goes down. BTK now taking the initiative.
Okay, so BTK, very good ambush using the White Chicken in that spot around the new bush so that they will be able to take out at least one. And they had a chance to put JPL as well as Adamir so low that they eventually got the kill because of the Numinum Blast. And BTK, they're winning off of just positioning in this map, and they know exactly how to play this Roger game.
The fact of the matter is, BTK, even though they're losing out on the kills some of these times, they're getting the objective. So they are they're translating these kills really, really well. Every single kill that they've gone, it has translated to an objective. The turtle, the turret, 2 turrets and 2 turtles. BTK are controlling the game really, really well, showing EVOSSG how it's done in the macro game here in Game 3.
They're rolling fast and they're rolling quick here. That's what I like about BTK. They're not playing for the slow roll. They're looking for that big snowball. And EVOSSG on the other side, they are just taking their time here because really there is no rush. But here it comes. APL already being spotted up. Zia doing a good job on this Lilia, zoning them out. Adamir who manages to shoot the last one, but he's on the run here as Mobazane wants to run him down. Real world manipulation already coming down, and they find the kill on towards Shark. That's 1. Can they go for more? No. They start backing away. Potato dies in the process.
And that's why I really like that Cho pick coming into BTK's composition. It is that way of the dragon locking down the assassin that they really, really need. That peel coming in clutch once again for BTK.
And they did that all under the real-world manipulation. That's how confident they are. And what a good trade coming out from BTK as they took down Potato, the jungler of EVOSSG, for trade for a position. Victor with the plays once again.
Yep, he gets the kick initially, but he does hit Mobazane a couple of times under the turret here. This is a really interesting fight, but Shark is going to disengage them. All right, not fully charged to get the stun on towards Potato, but that's going to be 2 big ultimates already being used. EVOSSG will take this turtle.
Would have been great for BTK if they found that kick on from Victor. Very nice start coming out from BTK, but they lost the turtle because of that.
Oh, this is so obnoxious. Here's just being so annoying here. But now 4 members coming to save the day. Gear can do so much here. He gets kicked under the turret again. Gear gives over the kill, but they find the return kill on towards Mobazane. JPL comes with a fat flicker as well as an I'm offended.
Right as we're talking about conversion from the side of BTK, the objective conversion, EVOSSG just flipped it on its head again and showing once again how to get these turrets done. Sure, Gear did die there, but he died for a cost. That's a worth it death in my books. And BTK, they've lost Mobazane once. Remember what I said about Roger, you need that kill to get to the snowball. So far, he hasn't been able to get a single kill.
Yep. You already talked about the trade-off. That was an amazing one as BTK lost the turtle, their mid lane turret, and the life of this Roger. So farming time has been hindered by the side of EVOSSG, and now they are slowly chipping away from the lead that BTK was able to get. That mid lane turret loss was something that BTK don't want to have for sure, as they want to take control of the mid lane part of the map so that they have access to their own jungle as well as the enemy's jungle.
Now mid lane is going to get controlled here. I think this is the most important objective for BTK. If they can crack open that mid lane, they can start pressuring the jungle. But so far, I'm not going to lie, Victor's Cho isn't that bad. It's been
not
doing
too
so much good
I
work
agree.
here.
I agree.
Amazing. You know, this is one of the reasons that they were able to get the win over Blacklist International, the pick from Victor. He's not just not bad on this hero, he is amazing on the Cho. Well, probably even, I'm going to have to say it, one of the best here, especially with that tank emblem, showing that it is one of the, probably the only tank emblem ones, very unique.
Yeah, in the XP lane role. I mean, in the roam role, surely you can use it. I saw Hatred use the mid lane Cho with the
yeah.
high and dry emblem. But yeah, for an XP lane Cho, he went in for the concussive blast, and so far it has been making wonders. I think that will be itemizing defensively. Already has got the Athena shield. Eventually get the somewhere along the lines of brute force breastplate or maybe a radiant armor, so that they have the ways to deal with this Karina as well as the Eve. Because if you're looking at the members of EVOSSG, they're kind of magic based.
Magic based? I mean, the itemizations can only go so far here, but we need to start talking about scaling here, Mirko.
Yeah, the scaling from both of the teams. It feels like, honestly, both of the teams have the scaling on them. Like, again, for the side of BTK, they have that Roger. They can be okay in that late game. They have the beat tricks. But from EVOSSG, I feel like the better scaling is on their side, right? Uranus, firstly, that's going to be able to just tank so much damage in that late game. Sayla on that Eve that just scales. And Adamir still just doing a lot of damage. But with Shark on the board, oh, it's going to be a pick.
Yep, it's going to be the Black Shoes very early on after getting caught by the I'm Offended. Immediate collapse coming in from EVOSSG, but they're not translating it into a Lord this time. They're going to start splitting. They send Adamir down bot side. Friedchicken clears the mid lane here, and Victor looking for an opportunity. Nope, doesn't see it just yet. They back off, and Gear continuously just being annoying on Uranus.
So this is the EVOSSG that we knew and loved, right? They will take it slow. This time they're going to be poking towards the Lord, maybe just smoking out where BTK members are. Force another error on their side, and there you go, JPL.
Yep, JPL's looking for initial engagement here.
Oh,
Numenal
Victor!
flicker on top of him, stopping the real one manipulation, but they broke him apart. Potato falls down to the Lycan pounce, and now they're on the run. Second Lycan pounce, Bopasane on the run here. Adamir does get the initial stun, but well, that's all they're gonna get. That's so disappointing. So many flickers all coming out, but you can already see Gear pushing the limits here against them. He's gonna regenerate his health so far, but here it comes. Real one manipulation trying to take out Victor in time. They're already using the Black Shoes to take out Sayla. It's working out so very well. There you have it. Zia coming up huge.
BTK, that was an amazing fight, but it was off of a mistake by JPL. He overcommitted. He went in. He didn't need to do that. They had the kill lead already. They should have just waited and waited and waited. Roger would want to get some kills on the board. They want to go for the engage. What you need to do on this Ruby, sure, you can go for the picks, but mostly peel. Just peel, all right? The Eve can be the one who starts the engage.
And they did start with the Eve ultimate, but that meant that BTK had the opening. It was the Numenon Blast on top of the Way of the Dragon from Victor, which really meant that EVOSSG, they're the ones who got peeled by BTK. And then eventually, it's up to Zia to deal the damage, which was phenomenal in that particular clash. Mobazane to finish off the kills, but EVOSSG was able to run away from Victor as White Chicken actually went in for the better trade for BTK. He got 2 turrets after that, and they might not have gotten enough kills in that clash, but boy, oh boy, the economy now favors BTK because of the judgment play coming up from White Chicken.
Yeah, I mean, that was some really good last-second decision-making here, because for all we knew, he could have rotated in and caught up in all of that mess.
Exactly.
But instead, maximizing the odds and optimizing it in favor of BTK.
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you. Honestly, I checked the tape once more right there. It was actually started by JPL flickering in front and using the I'm Offended, because that's what I said, right?
Yeah.
If he wants to go for those kind of plays, he needs to be set up by Sayla's real-world manipulation. Getting that utility out will just make it much easier for the I'm Offended to connect, and now, with that mistake, BTK are on the board.
Oh, JPL, he flickers right in behind 5-3, and here comes the real one manipulation. Shark trying to stop it with his own Numenon Blast, but it really isn't going to matter because the damage has been done. Zia is the next to fall. Black Shoes has already been used, and now he's on the run as well. Victor, can he get out? G Kundo, Potato takes him out with Oh my goodness, the damage that's coming out of him is just absolutely ridiculous. But Lord is coming on through, and they have bigger opportunities and bigger fish to deal with right now.
I feel like BTK, every single time that they've gone the Lord in Game 2 and Game 3, it was off of a fight and just pure decision-making, right? They don't have the setup properly. Look at the waves. When they get the Lord, they haven't set up properly. The waves are all over the place. The top side is the main example of that. It was pushed up to that second-tier turret, and that's why Gear was able to just rotate and flank.
And this also means that EVOSSG might cut the deficit economically wise, because they will be able to secure the clear waves and eventually get their own jungle, then get a fight and pick off against BTK. Previously, it was somewhere along the lines of 3.3 to 3.5k for BTK, and now they're cutting the deficit. What should they do? Okay, so if you're looking at EVOSSG, definitely get the jump from JPL, and that was a great jump. Come that flash around the Lord, they might have given up the Lord, but they won the fight afterwards because of the jump of JPL.
Well, let's see if they can do it once more, because so far, like, JPL has been getting through the cracks of BTK, and you can see how well spread out they are. They might even sacrifice this tier 2.
I might just go as far to say as JPL is the main guy. He's the one setting up all these plays. Every single time they win a fight, it's all on top of JPL's play. Every time they lose a fight, it's all on top of JPL's play. So this guy is the main man to look at if you're BTK.
Okay, that's fair enough, but let's see how far they can punish him here, because so far all the battle spells are coming back off of cooldown for the side of EVOSSG, and the same can be said about BTK, as they're going to pincer Gear once again, setting up that Numenor blast. He walks on through, purifies some concentration already being used, like a pass from Mobazane, but they get the initial kick on towards, he's in trouble. Real world manipulation trying to bail him out, but it's too late. It's already done. Sia comes in with the black shoes, and now we're seeing the like and pounce once again. Mobazane finds him. He said double kill already as he runs down each of the members of EVOSSG. He's already gotten it, already slain him, and oh, that's a little sad. I'm not gonna lie, taking away that maniac for him, but well done to BTK, who have opened up this game wide, cracked the glass. EVOSSG has to take the L. GG, well played to BTK.
USA BTK, that's what they call it, that's what they say during the cheer, and man, oh man, was that a good game by BTK, knowing the limits, and again, that Roger pick coming in very, very nice. Like I said, I said it before the draft, they need to pick up Mobazane's hero as fast as possible. Don't give